Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome back to our Seldom Seen series. Today we're going to be talking about the Amityville Murders. Now, the Amityville Murders is a 2018 film which runs approximately 93 minutes and is written and directed by David Ferranz. Now, this stars John Robinson as Ronald Butch DeFeo Jr., Chelsea Ricketts as Dawn DeFeo, and Paul Ben Victor as Ronnie DeFeo Sr. Now, we also have Diane Franklin and Burt Young in this film. Now, this film was shot in 3 weeks. And of course, Burt and Diane also played father and daughter in Amityville 2, The Possession. Now, this is the 11th film in the Amityville series. This is considered canon. This is the latest Amityville horror film. And to me, it's one of the best. That's why Joe and I decided we were going to talk about it this month. This actually tells the story similar to Amityville 2, The Possession, which is, I think, why they got Burt Young and Diane Franklin to play in this. So what you have is a basic retelling of the DeFeo murders, which is what apparently led to the Amityville horror when George and Kathy Lutz moved into the Amityville house. Now, Ronnie, or Butch DeFeo Jr., was hearing voices in his head and brutally killed his family. I'm going to leave the plot there. There is a lot more to this film, and I think it's done extremely well. One of the things they focus on is the family dynamic, which is very similar to that in Amityville 2, The Possession. But one of the things I really like about this film is that it's actually what someone wrote in a trashing review. Because for some reason, people trash this movie. I don't get it. This is a more, in my opinion, realistic portrayal of what might have happened to the DeFeo family. One of the things they touch on, and one of the things the reviewer said when he trashed the film, is didn't anyone hear of schizophrenia back then? Because this took place in the 70s. And that's the whole thing. That's been the big mystery of the DeFeo murders since the beginning. Was it actually something supernaturally wrong with the house? Or did Butch DeFeo actually hear voices in his head and he had paranoid schizophrenia? And I think that that's a very interesting aspect of this film. It doesn't go straight for the supernatural. There are supernatural elements in the film, but you're also looking at it from his point of view mostly. So it can be easily explained away as paranoid schizophrenia, since we all know that the Amityville horror was a hoax. So I just like the way they approached the film. Now, John Robinson does a fantastic job playing Ronnie Butch DeFeo Jr. He should look fairly familiar for most people. The one big thing he was in was The Lords of Dogtown. He played kind of I can't remember the skater that he portrayed, but he played the pretty boy California skater with the long blonde hair. He's been in other things too, but he does a fantastic job in this movie as a tortured soul. Um, I really don't understand why this has such a low score. It is a really well-made film. The dialogue feels authentic. The Italian family, the DeFeos that are in this house seem authentic. Diane Franklin does a great job as the mom. And of course, Burt Young, although he's not in it as much, does a great job playing the grandfather in this one. So I definitely recommend this. Don't listen to the haters. This isn't necessarily a positive spin, but when I was talking to Joe when we were watching this film, this is one of the very few movies that we do that can be done for just about everything we do. We can do it for a positive spin because it's hated. We can do it for a controversial view because of the DeFeo murders. We could do it for the new segment, the ABCs of horror, because, of course, I mean, it can be done for just about anything. But we figured we wanted to spotlight it for Seldom Seen because I think this movie needs more attention. So check this one out. I actually got my copy, if I remember correctly, at the Dollar Tree. I can't remember where Joe got his, but it's a fantastic film. It's really well made. And you really can't say that about all of the Amityville sequels. So check this one out. And don't forget to check out Joe's review of the Amityville Murders. Physical media matters. And until next time, peace.